Yo, what is up, guys? We got a special guest with us today. Fishing buddy, subscriber to the channel, Jay. We took our big ass Titan X's and we went out on a canal to see if it's better winter fishing out here in the canal than it is out in places like Boca and whatnot. Kind of funny how me and Jay met. Found each other on Facebook Marketplace. I'll put a screenshot of that conversation a little bit, not to dox anybody, but just a little bit of it. Either way, hope you guys like the video. Let's get into it. Good to go. Let's catch some fish. Big old dumpster in the water.
Oh yeah, you gotta be careful. A lot of trees.
I saw that when I was dropping in over there. I was like, oh God, lose at least a couple bucks in paddle tails today.
The Mirror Lure, the plastic one, called the freaking Little John.
Like that?
No,
Oh.
it's called the freaking Little John. It's like a stick bait.
Yeah.
Well, Golden made their version of it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that right there just cooked my entire audio for all the clips to come. What happened was my DJI mic has a jack that goes to the extension that I put on my collar. Usually it had backed itself out ever so slightly from probably putting on the shoes. Now I don't have any audio. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to go away and you're going to hear my voice offering a voiceover as a let's make lemonade out of lemons. Real shame we lost the audio. I'm learning stuff all the time, folks. This whole YouTube thing is still new to me just as much as fishing is to me. So duly noted, check the mic, check the camera, check the windsock, check everything before you start having fun, because it's a shame you're not going to hear some of the commentary and the conversations that me and Jay had. It was a fun time. Right here, Jay had hooked up on his first Oscar. He caught a couple of them off of a 3-inch paddle tail. I've never even really seen one, so that was really neat. I was using a 4-inch K-tail at the time. They didn't want anything to do with the 4-inch K-tail. So I eventually switch, and so does Jay, and we get into more of the brackish saltwater type stuff. Right here, Jay hooks his first snook. Little fun size one. Giving us a little show. It was nice to see. We knew that we were getting into more action, hopefully, at this point. And away from the Oscars and tilapia that we saw back a ways. Real nice day out. I mean, this was like 70 to 80, I think. And then the water was probably 61 to 64. We're fishing on an incoming tide the entire time. Here's my first snook of the day. Just a little bit further down from where Jay caught his. We saw some big wakes out there. Jay said he saw some tarpon, but I didn't catch it. Nice little snook. And all I'm doing to get these bites, and Jay's doing, is we're popping just 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. These little Pennywise gulp shrimps on an 1/8 ounce jig head. Of course, right after I show you that, I'm on a spoon. The sun started peeking out. It was overcast all day, so as soon as the sun poked out a few times, I wanted to throw the gold spoon around, see what kind of variety that would yield. And it brought in mangrove. Never caught mangrove on a gold spoon, so it was pretty cool. And then right here we have what looks like a bunch of sand brim that washed up. A bunch of vultures chowing down. Could have been red tide. It could have been some guy that caught them offshore and brought them in and they died from the temperature difference or the stress. Who knows? Right here we got Jay reeling in he's doing his part to clean up the docks. Got a big stick. There's tons of debris out there. And I had something on the spoon, but it came off. Go ahead and give it another cast right over there. Fish love structure. If you're new to fishing, no matter what you're using for bait, lure, always cast on structure. So this right here is find out what was actually out there. And it's another mangrove. He got himself hooked pretty good too. Took a minute to get him out, but once he chilled out, I was able to get the hook out, let him go. We had a branching paths. Decided to go left here. These houses back here were unreal. And I think this is Jay's second snook. It didn't look like there was going to be anything there. We were actually just talking. I was talking about it. How I was like, man, I don't really see it. I can see the bottom right there, but there was a drop, and sure enough, there was fish right there at the drop. It's another thing to always look out for when you're fishing is a drop. Here I am just popping a spoon up, letting it float down. It's the other way that I feel like you get great success from with a spoon. And of course it gets me my ladyfish. It's every trip, ladies and gentlemen, I get a ladyfish. I don't want them. Then right here, Jay saw some manatees cruising underneath him. Thankfully, we didn't spook him. It was a little tiny guy next to his mom, I'm assuming. Cute. Sorry for the lens. That's another thing I'm learning. Always clean the lens after every catch. But it was just gorgeous out there. The trees, the nature, water, everything about it was really peaceful. There's really not too much boat traffic. This was the only boat traffic we saw. Don't even know where these folks were going because there wasn't a dock up there. This is on our way back. I just kept seeing them. They're just these big white tilapia. I'm pointing one out right there. You can kind of see them, but they're just chilling right there. They didn't really have any interest in what I was throwing, or really even what Jay was throwing. Get snagged on a stick right here, but it made me think, like, how cool would it be to come out and do that bow fishing? I've seen freshwater bow fishing before, especially for this stuff because they're invasive to Florida. You just go out there with, you don't have to worry about measuring anything. Just slay away. My only thing is like, even though they're invasive, like I feel like that would be a waste. So I'd like to see the fish get used some way. But if that's something you guys want to see, let me know, because I don't have any problem going out and buying a fishing bow setup. My wife probably is not going to be a big fan of it, but you know what? If I blame it on you guys and say, hey, the fishing buddies want it, they're in the comments asking me, maybe we can make it happen. It's probably a good time as ever to say welcome to all the new subscribers. A lot of you guys came from the most recent videos before YouTube algorithm decided to screw me over.
What is that?
I don't know what's going on with it lately. Just kind of rolling with the punches though. But yeah, we grew like over 100 subs in just a few weeks. It's a big number for me. I know a lot of people do that in hours, but for me, that was huge. And I appreciate every one of you guys for your support, your comments, which we are doing right now still. There'll be a featured comment showing up on the screen now. It's from last video. If you like to be featured, leave a comment. It doesn't even have to be on this video. It could be on any of my videos. I'll find it. And if it's funny or unique or something like that, put it up. But I really appreciate you guys. We're almost 500 subs. If you like this stuff, I'll try not to screw up next time. Leave me a sub, like, comment. We'll see you in the next one. Adios.